Hello all, welcome to Lee Technologies. In today's session, we'll discuss about Oracle Fusion BI reports, and the, the specific thing what we'd like to discuss today is how do we design a custom RTF template and how do we upload into Oracle Fusion Cloud. In earlier session, I have discussed about how do we just design a template using within the browser, but now in today's session, we'll try to discuss about designing an RTF template using the plugin which Oracle provided, and also uploading the RTF template into the cloud instance and validating the report. So these are the steps involved in designing an RTF template. So to design an RTF template, we require the data. So unless we have the data, we cannot design the template. Okay, it is not advisable to design the RTF template if you don't have the data. Okay, so that's the reason what we have to do is, first of all, we have to design the data model, and once you design the data model, what we have to do is just get the sample data which is provided by the data model, and once you download that, we have to design the RTF template. Once the RTF template is ready, we have to upload the RTF template into the instance, and then you can validate the output. Okay, so what we do is, so the first basic thing is, if you don't have the tool, if you don't have the plugin which is required for MS Word to design the template, so let me just provide you the link here. So 1 minute. Yeah, so this is a tool which is required to download, which is to design the RTF template. Okay, so let's get into the cloud instance and just tell you what is the thing required. So the first thing is, once you log into the instance, what you have to do is navigate to the reports and analytics page. Okay, so once you are in this particular page, what you have to do is click on browse catalog. Okay, so in today's session, what we do is we'll try to design a report which will generate the list of process which are already running or completed within the Fusion instance. Okay, so now we are at this particular place. What we have to do is, the first step is always the data model. Okay, so click on new. Okay, click on data model. So here, click on new SQL query. So I'll just mention the data set name XXLT ESS job history underscore DS data set. So you can just select anything here, it should work. Select star from Fusion ESS request history. Okay, I'll just mention row num less than 101 so that our report will not flooded with the data, because right now we are not dealing with the parameterized report. This initial report for the RTF template, so that's the reason I just want to make it very simple. Okay, so it says the request history, this does not exist, right? So just validate your table. So whenever you're dealing with the table, right, so make sure that you are aware with the table name, else you will face this particular issue. Okay, so the table name is ESS underscore request underscore history. Just click on OK. So yep, now it's showing the group name, right? So next thing is, what we have to do, make sure that you just save it. Okay, now it is asking us to save the data model. So I'll select the folder name Sridhar here. Now mention the data model name XXLT ESS request history underscore data model DM. Now click on data. So as we just discussed that, our data model is ready. Now we want to design the template using the MS Word RTF plugin. Okay, so to design the RTF template, we require the sample data. So how do we get the sample data? Just now we have provided the query. Our data model is designed. Just click on here, just what you do is try to make sure that you have good amount of data. Just 10 rows is enough to design your data model. I mean, to design the RTF template, just click on view here. So it will generate the content in XML fashion. Okay. So wait for some time. Yeah. Now it got generated, right? So what you have to do, just click on export. Okay. Click on export. So this will generate the data model file. Can you see XML data model, XDM, nothing but the content inside is XML file. Okay. So just click on save. Okay. So open the folder here. Now this is where it is. Okay. So what I'll do is I will save this particular content in one of my folder where I'm designing the RTF template. I'll just save as, okay. So at this place, I'll just mention the file name as xxlt underscore request in underscore history. I'll save it as data.xml. Okay, this is only for an internal purpose because this data is in this particular file. We just have only 10 records, right? And this is not the real-time data, right? Let us say in the future this data will get changed. So this content we are just using for the purpose of designing the RTF template, because the technology of RTF is designed in such a way that if you have the sample data, you can just do a drag and drop using a wizard option. You can generate the RTF template. Okay, that's the only reason. Okay, now we can just open your MS Word now. So the first prerequisite is unless you have the XML Publisher plugin, we cannot design the RTF template. Okay, so now I'll just open the MS Word, click on blank document. So in this particular folder, I'll just first of all click on File, Save As. So here select the temp file format as RTF. Mention the file name xxlt. So make sure that you just follow the proper naming convention so that will not have any issue while designing the multiple reports. Okay, underscore TMPL, nothing but template. This is my template file. We generally call it as template file. RTF is nothing but template file. So generally when you see any of the report, you always will have the header, footer, and the content. So I'll just prefer to have the same way. So I click on insert header. So have the header here. So you can follow a different any kind of style. So I'll try to follow a very simple style here. So where I'll just have my logo. Okay. So there are different ways of designing the template. So I'll not get deeper into this particular one, content. So I'll just try to have a logo. So I'll just say, okay. Okay, I'll just have this one. Assume this is my company logo, right? Yeah. Now, so I'll just mention, just address kind of thing here. Okay, like this. So you can design whatever the way you want. Okay, delete entire row, right? So I'll just say like this, like this. Okay. Now I just want to enter the name here. Okay, I'll just enter here then. Okay, so if this doesn't look good, okay, I mean this right, content, text content, I'll just split the cell, insert column to right, okay, insert this text, okay, okay, yeah, okay, now, yeah, yeah. So this is how you can design a footer, header, sorry. And here just click on this table and remove the rows, okay. Remove the border, I mean, don't show the borders. No borders, okay. Now the next thing is the content, right? So we have the XML file, right? This is the XML file. You can just try to observe the content also. So whatever the columns which you have in the table, so for each column you'll have an XML tag. So here this is the data set, and this followed by group. And for each group you'll have a content. So group is nothing but a record. So it's like row set and each row. Okay. So let me explain here. So it will have a row set and row, and each row will have a column. So this is the hierarchy of your generated XML content from the query. Okay. Now the next thing is what we have to do. Go to the template So make sure that you have the plugin. If you don't have the plugin, so let us say after installation also, if you don't see this plugin, just make sure that you enable the macro and add the plugin manually. So click on sample XML, and so here select the data model, data.xml, which we just got it from the instance. Click on OK. Now here we have uploaded the XML into this template. Just click on insert table or wizard. Okay. Now just go with the default things. Click on next and select what are the columns you want to have it. Okay, request ID, application, username, and just have state, type. Okay, and maybe another column if you want to have it. You can just mention what are the columns you want to have it. Click on next and finish. Okay, so these are the columns which are available here. And we can always modify them. We can always change the template, colors, and all these things. Okay, I'll just change these colors and just try to finish off the remaining part. So, okay, yep. And if you'd like to have a footer also, you can do it. So I don't want to get into much deeper on the layout section. So click on preview, PDF, and check how the report looks like. So this is how the report looks like. Just see that, this color is not, it is showing in black, right? So what you have to do is just select them appropriately. If it could be a PDF issue, or maybe if it could be our Word issue. Just try again, be a publisher, preview, and PDF. Okay, now it's solved. Okay, next thing is, let's go to the instance. Our data model is ready. So try again, clicking on save. So now there is nothing to change the data model level. So click on new and report. Okay, so don't click create report here. Okay, so just go here, new report. So now it will go to the report section. So there are different steps or different ways you can do it. Okay, so there's another way of doing the stuff. So just click cancel on this particular step here. Okay, now what you do is here on this particular search icon, right, select the data model, ESS request history, DM, select this one. Now here it's showing an option to upload the template, upload or generate layout, right? So just click on upload. We don't want to generate the layout. We want to upload the RTF template which we have created manually, right? So select the file, ESS request history template file. And what is the layout name? So just mention the layout name, request history TMPL, and type is RTF template. Locale is nothing but the language. So select English, click on upload. Now it will just get uploaded. Now it will ask you to save the template. Okay, so just click on save here. So now here what you have to do is you have to mention the name, XXLT ESS request history report. Okay, or maybe report. So in this report, you'll have the n number of templates. As of now, we just upload only one template. Just click on OK. Now just click on save, and now click on view report. Let's see what it does now, right? If you're running for the first time, generally it takes time, but if you're running it again, it'll get generated in a faster manner because the content will be already available in the caches. That's the reason generally it will fetch the data faster if you're running for the second time. Now what I'll do is I'll just click on this gear icon and export to PDF. Okay, because generally what happens is what you see in the browser sometimes may differ what you see in the PDF file. Okay, so always get the PDF and try to observe how it looks like, because that's the end report which your customer sees, right? That's the reason always try to see the column names, the header, footer part, the line numbers, the font, and all these things. Okay, so now what we have to do is let's get into our report. So here, so now where is our report? Let us, sometimes what happens is once we finish everything, right, there is a chance that we may forget what we created and where we created. So that's the reason always make sure that you know your particular report names. Click on home, and now here click on catalog, and just go to the appropriate navigation where we saved our content, right? Just click on, now here if you just click on this particular username Sridhar, you'll see the list of contents what we created. Now let's say that you want to modify the data model. What you can do, just click on edit data model. It will go to the data model section where you can modify the SQL query. And if you want to modify the report, now let us say you want to upload other template, or let us say you assume that I have done the modification, right? Now assume that I want to add up the footer. I'll just go to insert, and I'll just say page number, bottom of the page. Okay, so I just added the footer, right? Now my template is modified, so I have to upload the latest template. Until unless we upload the latest template, this will not get reflected in the instance, right? So now where is our template? So this is a place where we have a template, right? So just click on edit, right? So now click on edit. So now what is showing? It is asking to edit it, right? It is asking us to edit this one. So this is not we want. We don't want this thing, right? We just want to upload the template. So I'll just click on add new layout, upload, browse, right? RTF template, English, right? Template with already exists. So now what it is telling, it cannot replace that, right? So I'll just mention it as 2. Okay, so it is trying to validate the template name also. Okay, just click on cancel. But how do we modify the existing template, right? That's where the problem is. So go to the open, and this is our report, right? So just see the difference between the report icon as well as the data model icon. Click here again. Okay, so directly it opened the report, right? We don't want that actually. See the list of options, whatever you have here. Edit report or edit layout, edit report, right? So the only option what I feel now is just click on delete. Okay, deleted. Okay, add new layout, upload, browse, template, TF file, RTF English, upload. Okay, save. Now view report. You may find a different options, but this is one of the options which generally I follow. Okay, now see, you could see the footer. So this is a very simple way of designing the RTF template. Okay, thanks for watching. Good luck.